I woke up screaming, choking on something that wasn't there, clutching my jaw like it had been wrenched open in the night. My sheets were soaked with sweat. My tongue was bleeding, and when I ran to the bathroom mirror and opened my mouth, everything was still there, still mine. But the feeling stayed, like something had been taken, and I just couldn't name it. I didn't tell my parents. There was no point. My dad had retreated into a fog of bourbon and yard work, and my mom had become a sort of ghost herself, wandering from room to room with Emma's baby blanket pressed to her chest, humming that same tune Emma used to hum, like she was trying to lure her home. So I kept it to myself. The dreams, the smells, the sounds. I carried them around like rot in my ribcage, until the night the walls moved. It was past midnight, maybe closer to 2. I was lying awake, too afraid to sleep, watching headlights from the distant highway paint long, crooked shadows across the ceiling. Then I heard it, a low, dragging sound, like something heavy being pulled across the floor. I froze, listening. It came again, this time closer. But the hallway was empty. I got up, tiptoed out, floorboards groaning under my feet like they were trying to warn me. The sound led me to Emma's room, still untouched after all this time. My parents never locked it, never cleaned it. They acted like she was coming back any day. But the room had changed. It wasn't just dusty, it was wrong. The angles weren't right. The bed looked too long, the corners too sharp. Her old mirror was cracked across the center, and the posters on her walls looked like they were peeling inward, like something had sucked the air out of the room. And then I saw the crawl space. We never used it. Just a narrow square door near the baseboard, barely big enough for a kid to slide through. But now it was open. The wooden panel lay flat on the floor like a fallen tombstone. And from the dark within, I saw movement. Not fast, not loud, just a slow shifting, like something breathing just below the floor. I leaned down, heart jackhammering, and I swear to God I heard her voice. "Why didn't you follow me?" It was barely a whisper. Not angry, not sad, just curious. I ran, slamming the door, locking myself in my room, pulling my blankets over my head like they could protect me from things older than sleep. I must have passed out, because when I opened my eyes again, it was morning. Sunlight, birds, normalcy, like a trick. But when I went back to Emma's room, the crawl space was closed again. Only now there were fingernail scratches along the wood. Deep, fresh, bleeding sap like the house itself was in pain. After that, I stopped sleeping, not just because of the dreams or the whispers, or the way the mirrors in our house had started showing things I wasn't doing, but because something had shifted inside me. I wasn't scared anymore. Not exactly. I was being watched, measured, as if the thing that had taken Emma was trying to decide what to do with me next. I started researching, not online. That never works in places like ours. I mean in the old way. Town records, newspaper clippings, talking to old-timers at the gas station who looked at me like they already knew what I was going to ask. And I learned something. Emma wasn't the first. Every 23 years, a kid goes missing in our county. Always the same season. Always near the woods. No pattern to age or gender. Just gone. And the weird part? No one ever seems to remember the last one. I found one article, yellowed and brittle, about a boy named Harris Green. Disappeared in 1977, 11 years old. Last seen walking home from school near what used to be the Black Pines Road. Long since overgrown. There was a picture, blurry, but I recognized the backpack. It was the same one Emma had found in the shed years ago, stuffed full of old coins and animal bones. I confronted my parents, asked them about the pattern, about the backpack, about the crawl space. My mother went white. My father told me to shut up and never say her name again. But that night, I caught him burning something in the backyard. Photographs, drawings, a map, and in the flames, I saw Emma's eyes. Not like they were in life, but black, bottomless, watching me without blinking. That's when I knew she wasn't dead. Not in the way people mean. She was part of something now, something older than our town, older than our family, something that feeds. It doesn't take them all at once. It waits, watches, picks the one who's most alone, the one most ready to disappear. And now it wanted me.